Hello and welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all those who have joined us today from different parts of the world. I'm Rityusha Tiwari from India, and I'm hosting today's program on behalf of the Governance, Peace, and Security Empower Women Global Summit 2022, sponsored by the US Embassy Port of Spain through the US Alumni Engagement Fund. Science and gender equality are both vital for the achievement of the internationally agreed development goals, including the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Over the past decades, the global community has made a lot of effort in inspiring and engaging women and girls in sciences. Yet, women and girls continue to be excluded from participating fully in science. Now, in order to achieve full and equal access to and participation in science for women and girls, and to further achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls, the United Nations General Assembly has declared 11th February as the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and that was done in 2015. Recognizing the role of women and girls in science, not only as beneficiaries, but also as agents of active change, requires different ways, both big and small. Today's program marks the celebration of the International Day for Women and Girls in Science by bringing the inspiring and motivating women from around the world to converse with us today. For our live show, we have an eminent scientist from India, Dr. Veena Pachori, who is a critical infrastructure security expert, currently the technology director at the Defense Research and Development Organization of the Ministry of India, Government of India. And her areas of expertise include critical infrastructure protection, system analysis, communication, data analytics, and IP systems. She has more than 30 years of experience in this sector. Welcome, Dr. Veena. We are delighted to have you with us. And let me begin by asking you some of the most essential questions that we are going to sort of have. I'm going to raise some questions, and then we are also later on going to have some live questions from the audience here. Welcome.
Thank you, Rityusha. It's good to be a part of this summit.
Yes. Let me begin with one of the most essential of the questions. What got you interested in this field of sciences? I mean, why did you choose this field, Dr. Veena?
Yeah, actually, I was always interested in the study of formal sciences, specifically mathematics, and so I held on to it through college to my doctorate. And to be frank, it was not a conscious decision to work in the defense sector. It was more to do with my analytical bent of mind and keenness for R&D, where I could innovate and experiment with my ideas for application in real-world systems. And one more thing, I did not want to work in a service-centric domain where I would not have so many challenges to keep my spirit ignited. And finally, the attraction of a prestigious organization was one of the reasons. So in DRDO, I got wonderful opportunity to work in diverse domains such as computerized military war games, complex communication systems, cybersecurity of critical infrastructure meant for strategic decision making, and it feels great to be able to offer secure, reliable, and survivable networks to the defense forces of the nation. I must say that I have thoroughly enjoyed every bit of my work in the last 3 decades in science and would love to do more. Thank you.
In that sense, the kind of expectations, the pressures that women face, what kind of advice would you want to give to young girls out there when they're trying to, take those baby steps into the area of sciences?
So one thing is to that, I would say that when you are at a younger age group, when you are working with your peers, there is not much of a difference. The discrimination becomes more prominent as you grow, as you reach the decision-making roles. So there, the men do not like to take. Otherwise, uh, the juniors look up to you, and women scientists are really respected for, like what I have seen in my organization, they are really respected. So the advice for young girls is they should take pride in the God gifted gender, own your talents, love your work both in your professional and personal lives, and have a single minded devotion to the chosen path. So I feel that each human being has masculine as well as feminine aspects. So, and but the soul transcends all these barriers. So one should respect diversity, become self-aware, realize your soul potential, and serve humanity by spreading awareness and sensitivity. And one last thing is one should not struggle for success. One should enjoy the journey.